how you guys doing? So today we have a laptop for repair. This is a HP Envy x360 2-in-1 laptop 13-BF0013DX. It has a decent i7-1250U and it has a 4 gigs of RAM on board. Basically, customer sent me the laptop and she told me that they dropped it from a coach and it stopped working. So check this out. When I plug in meter, which you can see on the left side of your screen, it takes up to 1 amp and then it drops down to 100 milliamps, and that's it stays at 5 volts. It does not go into 19 volts. On the other side there is a coil right here. Check this out. So this coil gets hot because this part right here is shorted almost that short to the ground. You can see it right there. This part right here. If we remove this jumper and remove this fuse, there is a part right here. It is shorted straight to the ground, almost straight to the ground. What's happening here? Let's measure some coils. Let's measure main power rail. It is 40 kilo ohms. Let's measure this coil. It is 351 ohms. How about this one? 29 ohms. And this one, it is 15.3 ohms. And this one is 15.4 ohms. How about this one? We got 150 ohms. And what about this one? Got 30 ohms. How about this 3.3 volt rail? It's 2.1 kilo ohms, and next to it is a 5 volt rail. We got 5.2 kilo ohms. There is another coil on the other side. Let's measure it. It's 57 ohms, 58. And this coil right here, you see, it is 0.4 ohms. My wires are 0.08, 0.07. So it is almost a dead short, but it's not a dead short. That part goes. I found it using crack pipe. I mean the atomizer. It goes to the hub of the CPU, the small square, and CPU is basically shorted on the hub. That's the problem with this laptop. Let's also measure type C, D plus and D minus. So here I have the pinout type A adapter going through type A to type C converter, and let's measure it to the ground. This right here is what? This 0.6 ohm, that's the ground. So next to it is a D plus. D plus to ground is 3.7 ohms. How about D minus? D minus to ground is 0.9 ohms, and this VCC. How about the next port right next to it? D plus. it's 0.3 mega ohms, and D minus 0.2 mega ohms. So this port is good and this port is toast, and that's all she wrote, guys. So at this point I'm going to take off this small coil so I can measure voltage at that coil, so that we know the proper voltage. Maybe not the coil, maybe I'll take off this jumper. What do you think? Big ground plane. Just gonna give it 420C. I was still short. Yeah, we're still short. I think we're good. How about now? There you go, 14 kilo ohms. So let's give it power and let's measure the voltage that is on this coil. That USB keeps falling off. I meant the meter one. As you can see, I took off the short and it's not taking 1 amp anymore. So let's measure voltage on this coil. Voltage is 1.8 volts. So that's its normal voltage. Let's measure some other voltages just for funs, you know, so it's we have future reference. Let's do main power rail. Main power rail is 8.8 volts. How about a 3 volt rail? I got 3.3 volts, and this is a 5 volt, 5.13. And on the keyboard we got 3.3 volts. There are test spots near EC chip. That's a power button test spots. On power button test spot positive we got, right, we got 2.98, 3 volts. Let's call it 3 volts. Any other voltages? 1.79 volts. Yeah, you wouldn't expect anything. How about that coil on the back? What we got here? Nothing. Anyway, what else can we measure? What those are coils? Nothing else. So anyways, I put the jumper back in. The short is there because I don't like to leave, somebody else is going to look at the board, I don't want them to discover the short. The jumper is missing. They need to see the short so they can diagnose properly. We are back to 1 amp and we are jumping down, as you can see. So this notebook is beyond repair. You need to replace this board. I don't think it's worth to replace this board because price of a notebook is around $350 something, brand new, right? And the board is gonna run you $140 plus labor. I mean, even if you do it yourself, it is half the price of brand new notebook, and this is not a new notebook, not a new model, so you just better off buying a brand new notebook. So at this point this thing is going back to its owner, either by mail or she's gonna come and pick it up. I'm not sure yet, but if you have something to send me, if you want me to repair something, send it. You can contact me. I am located in Sunny Isles Beach, Florida. You can mail it in to me, or you can bring it over and I'll look it over. Okay guys, bye bye.